Hello, I'm Dr. Bryan Hulsey from Foundations Chiropractic and Functional Medicine in Corvallis, Oregon. So I hope that this video finds you well. Today, I wanted to give you just a brief outline of how we treat peripheral neuropathy here in our office. So you're here, because you or someone you love wants answers for their particular health condition, in this case, peripheral neuropathy. So peripheral neuropathy happens when we start getting irritation to nerves and start getting numbness, tingling, burning, pain, possibly muscle twitching, muscle firing, maybe even muscle atrophy there. And some people, depending on what nerves are impacted, have loss of their autonomic nervous system or autonomic nervous function. So now we can start seeing difficulty with digestion, possibly difficulty with sexual function there. Also decreased sweating in the feet, decreased hair on the legs. So again, my goal is to try to encourage you that there is hope there, because no particular person is exactly the same as another when it comes to a diagnosis. We need to look at some other factors that possibly haven't been looked at there. So we need to look at neurologic function, which is your brain and nervous system. We know we have a nerve problem, so we want to see if it's coming from higher up. A good majority of peripheral neuropathy cases have an issue with their parietal lobe, specifically on the right side. So the parietal lobe has a map for both sides of the body there. So if that map starts going haywire, now we can start having altered sensation there. It could be, again, burning, numbness, tingling, pain with the stepping. It could probably worse when you take your shoes off and relax, or wakes you up from sleeping. Maybe even cuts into how long you're able to enjoy your activities. It's probably affecting your balance as well. So walking on the beach, walking on uneven surfaces probably puts you puts unease there. So we need to look at brain and nervous system function. So we also need to look at metabolism. So typically, the peripheral neuropathy is thought of as a consequence or comorbidity with diabetes there. But diabetes isn't the only metabolic cause. I've seen it come from certain prescription medications. Having too low of cholesterol can actually impact nerve function. Cholesterol helps form the insulation around these nerves. So also when we can have diabetes there. We can have multiple sclerosis, which is also a brain issue. We can have increased inflammation. We can have toxicity from possible metals, or even vaccinations, or possibly even decreased function. We can have increased homocysteine levels. I bet that test hasn't been checked on you. Why? Because homocysteine is a nutritional issue. This is a metabolic intermediate from methionine as it's going to cysteine. These are amino acids. So as we go through that process, we need B6, B12, folic acid, magnesium, and other methyl donors to help get that through the pathway. So another reason that's important, it's an indicator for glutathione production. Glutathione is our most potent antioxidant throughout our body. If we're getting hung up in homocysteine, more likely than not, we're not producing enough glutathione. This helps the immune system. This helps with detoxification, or getting rid of stuff in our liver. So if we're not processing chemicals correctly, this could be medications, this could be heavy metals, this could be coming from viruses. So if our body's not functioning correctly, odd things can happen, such as the burning, numbing, tingling sensation that you're feeling. So I want to let you know that there is hope. Again, we need to address these particular factors in order to get to the bottom of this. So the three goals that I have at our clinic are: I want to reinvent your life. So reinvent your life. So if this is walking on the beach with your grandkids, if this is chasing after your dog in the backyard, if this is walking down the street without fear of falling, if this is the ability to sleep through the night, I want to help with that. And the number 2, positive impact on every human being that I come in contact with. And 3, I want to give you an exit strategy. How are we going to do that? Again, that's what makes our office different. We're going to put all of these pieces of the puzzle together. There's a lot of them, so all of them have to be looked at there. If they're not looked at, we could be missing, knowingly sitting down to try to solve this puzzle and missing a piece there. So by way of getting you an exit strategy, my goal is to get you away from seeing as many doctors as you're seeing right now. Probably a neurologist, your general practitioner, maybe an endocrinologist to help manage diabetes, but they're not all putting it together. There was a recent study that just came out in 2013. If you're diabetic and you're on insulin alone, that increases the chance of comorbid factors, cardiovascular disease, cancer, peripheral neuropathy, Alzheimer's, all of these increase when you're on insulin alone. So talk to your general practitioner about that. If you want to get on insulin, that sometimes is the fuel to the fire in our metabolic issues. I'm happy to work with you. Again, there are many factors that play into peripheral neuropathy. All of those need to be addressed there. If you have any questions or concerns, or you would like more information, please call us today, 503-349-3024. We do have a DVD that explains peripheral neuropathy in gruesome, gory detail. It's about an hour and 15 minutes long. And there, I'd like you to get some of that information. We also have DVDs on a variety of different topics there. So again, if you or a loved one are suffering from peripheral neuropathy, I want to help get your life back. Call us today at 503-349-3024. I'm Dr. Bryan Hulsey from Foundations Chiropractic and look forward to helping you get your life back.